So we saw some very good latch play from Gander earlier.
Oh yeah, we did.
I know I talked up his Doombox and Mad Game. I'm interested to see what he goes with. All told, he's a wild card.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see what Dio like really does. Since I haven't seen him play for a little while, he's been on and off. And Gander, he's always around. He's always grinding that ranked. I think he's actually one of the most prominent people to be on the online ranked mode. So, like, really, this is a match that's it's gonna be a difference of styles, is what I feel.
Yeah, and I'm just interested to see which styles each player brings to the table. We got Dio with the serve, but he's not letting Gander have the ball until Gander just decides to take it off of his hit.
By the way, that starting combo from Dio, the beauty of that slow fall, looks so pretty. Oh, look at him go. Look at his character control. Anyway. So yeah, Dio obviously playing Dice, the classic character that he always has been around. Pre-nerf, post-nerf, he's always been a Dice main at heart. We know it, everybody knows it. And Dice's special, the curveball, allows you to mix up angles, and depending on where you use it on the stage can have wildly different results, but that's 2 stocks down for Gander. What do you think he actually has to do in order to deal with this?
I think he has to stop just giving Dio the ball and letting Dio put it right on top of him. He's just been sniping him. He doesn't even need the special. He just hits him, and Gander's not taking it.
I feel like he's just not catching the angles. Yeah. Oh no! Is that what we think it is?
I think that's what we think it is.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, that's
okay,
game 1
so
in favor of Dio.
Game 1 for Dio. Get it, characters.
Switch to 2 balls.
Oh man, that was... You know what, if you're gonna go out on your own terms. Man, oh man. I'm interested to see if he has any more of a chance with this giant Doom box. Because that's just giving a bigger target to Dio. He's gonna need so much more ball control than was displayed in that last game.
He's gonna need to catch his angles too.
Yeah, he's gonna need to catch his angles. And Crayfexter, you're gonna have to wait for us. We're gonna be streaming all top 8.
Yeah, it's gonna be all of the matches are going to be streamed. All of them are best of 5. This is the qualifiers, you guys. Back on Desert.
Yeah.
Gander's
So
Doombox.
Yes, and let's not forget, him giving up that game 1, it's less consequential. It is, as he just said, best of 5. He does have a chance. He needs to hit the ball, though.
It's actually a classic thing that people tend to say in best of 5 sets. Game 2 is the most important. I feel like that applies more to games such as Smash, which is, if I'm not mistaken, where that saying came from, due to stage counter picks. But yeah, seriously, Game 2 really defines it, because either you're playing for your life or you're playing with a buffer after that.
Yeah. And even in such a game where the stage counter picks don't even make so much of a difference, don't get me wrong, it does make a difference, but in a different sense. The mentality is really the big decider.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think if he loses this game, it's going to be very hard for him to win another one.
Yeah, if you'll allow me to actually be a little bit philosophical for a moment, characters, matchups, and stages in this game are all so much closer than some fighting games like, you know, Smash or Street Fighter, where the bottom tiers are truly bottom tier. But everyone's a lot closer in this game, so it really is about just like, what are you thinking? What's your mindset? How are you feeling about that game? And right now, Dio actually being challenged by Gander far harder than in that game 1.
Yeah. He needed a bigger hitboxes, I guess.
He needed his Doom boxes to be increased. That's a joke of Trokes here. Anyway.
Oh, man. But he's gotten at least 2 or 3 50-50s just on those parry grabs. It's ridiculous.
What an interesting timing mix-up, but it didn't lead into anything because Dio was just on the floor, and he managed to take the stock for it.
Yeah. If he had thrown it a little lower, he might have even just had the burst, but...
Might be down through it.
Dio, with his own timing mix-ups, he just cycles the ball a little bit, adds an extra 3 seconds for when the ball's going to hit you.
Oh, bring it after the end of game 2.
That's
First game.
Blatant disrespect.
First
man.
game is almost a perfect into a rage quit. Second game, he's a little bit shaky to start, shows his domination, catching those angles again, because that's actually what Dio was failing on in that second game. He started like having trouble catching the angles, but all of a sudden he just came through. And okay, so I actually have a theory about this. If somebody switches to Pac-On doesn't begin, but if somebody switches to noise clone skin, it means their emotions off. Like, let's go, let's play this game.
Yeah, he just got brilliant. No, like, Dio is absolutely going to be disrespectful all over. Like, he just forfeit any rights with that bring it. Come on. But let's see if Gander can even do it back.
All right, Harry.
Man, oh man. Because they're both playing very smashing, and they're not even trying to go for the wacky timing mix-ups we saw in the early game. It's just raw. Who's gonna die first?
Ooh, Dio losing his first 2 stocks. Actually, Gander really low HP. If Dio can get a low speed cheese, and he actually goes for the charge facing toward him at the start of the stock, doesn't lead into anything. All right, he's got ball control in the corner. Gander immediately picking it back up. Dio with a couple of bunts in the air, doesn't actually lead into anything, and he fails the timing. I think he was actually trying to start a bunt there, but it didn't lead into anything. So, yeah, this is a scary situation. Finally putting himself on the board.
Yeah, I'll just say this is so much more of a traditional match than I'm used to seeing from Dio in particular, but especially with the way the set has gone so far. They were so much showier in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
And now it's just you can feel it from both players.
And yeah,
There's some tension in the ring.
Remember what I said about mindset? This is that. Like, this is the same stage, same characters, same everything as last game, but look at the stock count. It is almost reversed.
It's that noise clone.
Is that noise? Yeah, it's the noise color counter picks. We need to ban them. Like, you can't change character, can't change color either.
Oh.
That was cool. That was cool by Dio, letting it bounce back.
Oh man, that's not something most players would do. I know it was a very interesting idea. Gander's still going to take this game. It was a very raw game.
And that's 2-1.
Cannot dispute that. But man, oh man, it's still anyone's set.
Yeah, no, I was fully committed last game. Like, oh, it's gonna be a Dio like 3-1 or 3-0 or something. But no point in calling it early now. Anything can happen. Back to desert. Really? Is it desert every time? did they gentlemen's to desert for the whole set? They might have.
They might have. And I don't even think Dio cares that Doombox has that huge size advantage even on desert. He's playing a fine game.
Yeah, Doombox is huge Doom boxes. Sorry. That joke never gets old.
Oh, he uses the crouch special in the corner. It's refreshing, I will say, though, to see somebody who uses the crouch special for its intended purpose. So many people have just given up on it being good, and they just use it to push box you into a wall bot or something.
Yeah.
So the fact that he just got a solid hit with it, that's something to be said.
Yeah, it's a solid timing mix-up, and it's hard to expect it. Dio going for a couple of his timings and nothing really working out for him. It's Gander jumping in and getting these parries. Gander's got a lot of kills off of parries so far.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, they're getting in each other's faces now. So yeah. It's hard to let or control your emotions and not swing immediately whenever your opponent has the ball.
Everyone's reflex is to swing when the ball's next to you and the opponent is too.
Exactly.
Call out of the parry!
So many 50-50 parry grabs. Gander, where is it coming from?
It's coming from a place of focus right now. He's gonna parry, yeah. Parry extend. Dio's ready for it. Actually, this is his own, and that's going to take a stock for him. Holding on by the skin of his teeth right now.
That tiny HP, it might be what he needs.
Oh, keeping it low and slow. Much like the pasta sauce I cooked last week. All right. I'm not that much of a color commentator. All right. Last stock situation.
It's okay. But this is so much of a closer game than I was expecting. I was expecting Gander to be able to take. But you know what? It's the Ganders resorted. They were playing a fine game.
Excuse me.
I was saying they were playing a fine game, and then Gander goes and does that.
A down throw at low speed, no less. Oh man.
But Yeah, like those last 3 bursts, Gander was just exclusively Minecraft Steven. He was just low speed ball into the corner. He had his own push box mix up in there, but like it was nowhere close to the game that we saw before that. So now we're getting back into that style we were expecting, and it's gonna make for a better match to watch than we just saw. But
good down one by Dio, actually managing to catch him in the corner.
Yeah.
That's the taunt, by the way.
Hi. Both these players are. You can feel they're angry. They want to end this.
Oh, they actually are angry. You can tell by the just like you said by their spacing. They're being aggressive.
They're being so much more aggressive than I would expect.
This is really interesting.
I expect there's so many parries that he's getting too.
Yeah, there's a lot of parries going on that are working out in Gander's favor, as well as Gander actually. Whoa! I've never actually seen that usage of push box before to keep your own ball control. That's very interesting.
That was just like purest disrespect we've seen so far.
Actually,
this isn't my ball.
Is that disrespect or is that the biggest brain play? Oh, another grab on parry.
I'd say that's a big brain play if he had managed to swing a kill out of it.
Oh, yeah.
That
That was funny. Sorry, push box is always funny, you guys. Anyway.
Gander, what are you doing?
No one has ever done that. Oh, he gets it again.
Oh my goodness, this set.
Dio, okay, right now what's going on is Dio's specs are not leading into as much of a mix-up as he's wishing. Gander's catching nearly all of them and then getting him from parries. Dio really needs to give himself space to breathe, but I'm not sure how he can actually build that space.
Gander's just not... My goodness. Is this gonna go... I really hope this goes to burst 9, but... Both of these players are just... It's so much more aggressive than I've seen from either of them in a long time. Dio takes that stock, and that is huge right now.
Yeah.
He has the tiny bit of HP, but that stock advantage...
That's it. Last stock situation. This is game 5, so loser of this actually gets knocked right into loser's bracket.
Man, oh man.
Going around. Down throw. Dio with a solid ball control, actually managing to get a small parry. And again, just chipping away at his health, and that's going to be it. Gander couldn't deal with the angles, the slower speed. Not enough to get the kill, not enough to do anything massive damage, but enough to seal that game. And that's Dio taking it 3-2 over Gander.